long before Frank Caprio ever sat behind a judge bench, long before millions watched him on television and felt their faith in humanity restored. There was a little boy walking beside a wooden fruit cart through the immigrant street of Federal Hill in Providence, Rhode Island. The year was 1946. The mornings were cold, and the cobblestones trembled beneath the speaking or the squeaking wheels of the cart. Frank's father, Antonio, was a fruit peddler, a man who had crossed an ocean from Italy carrying nothing but a dream and the belief that kindness was the only true wealth a man could possess. His hands were rough like the bark of old olive trees, his shoulders bowed from a lifetime of work. But his voice was warm and musical, rising above the morning air as he greeted neighbors in a blend of Italian and English. Good morning, Jimmy. Buongiorno, Maria. Fresh apples today, sweet as sunshine. Little Frank walked beside him, tiny fingers wrapped around the edge of the cart, his breath fogging in the cold. He watched his father closely, how he smiled, how he listened, how he gave extra fruit to families who could not afford it. One morning, a man approached the cart with worry in his eyes. His pockets were empty. His children were hungry. He whispered, "Tony, I can't pay today." Antonio did not hesitate. He placed a full bag of fruit in the man's hands. "Feed your family. We settle later." When the man walked away, Frank tapped his father's sleeve. "Papa, why did you give it to him? He had no money." His father looked down with eyes softened by years of struggle. "Frankie," he said, "there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who count coins and those who count blessings. You choose which one to be." Frank absorbed those words like seeds planted deep in fertile soil. He watched as his father worked through rain and snow, never complaining, always treating customers with a dignity that no poverty could erase. In their small home, his mother, Philomena, braided warmth into every corner, cooking meals from scratch, singing old Italian hymns, teaching her children that humility was not weakness, but strength. The Caprio household did not have much, but it had laughter, faith, family, and quiet belief that life, even in its harshest moment, was worth greeting with kindness. In the evenings, Frank would sit by the window, watching street lamps flicker into life, dreaming of what he might become someday. He did not imagine fame. He did not imagine cameras. He did not imagine the world knowing his name. What he imagined was simpler, a life where he could help people the way his father helped them, with open hands and an open heart. What he didn't know, what no one knew, was that this little boy, walking beside a fruit cart in the cold, would one day become the most beloved judge in America, a symbol of compassion in a world that too often forgets it. The destiny works slowly, and it was only beginning to shape him. As Frank grew older, Federal Hill shaped him in ways more powerful than textbooks ever could. The neighborhood was a mosaic of cultures, languages and struggles. Italians, Irish, Portuguese, African Americans, Jewish families, factory workers, bakers, seamstresses, laborers. Everyone was trying to build a life, and everyone carried silent battles behind their eyes. Frank was a quiet boy, but not shy, thoughtful, observant. He did not talk much, but when he did, his words were careful, sincere. Teachers loved him. Students trusted him. He listened, really listened, in a way children really do. School became his sanctuary, not because it was easy, but because it revealed to him a truth that would guide his entire life. Education could lift a person out of limitation. Knowledge could open doors that poverty tried to close. And understanding another human being was the first step to bringing justice into the world. His teachers noticed early that Frank had nothing rare, not brilliance, though he was bright, not ambition, though he was driven, but empathy. When a student struggled, Frank helped them. When someone was bullied, he stepped in. When someone cried, he sat quietly beside them until the tears stopped. He dreamed of becoming a teacher, someone who could offer the world the gift his teachers had given him: hope, direction, and chance. But money was scarce. His parents could not afford to send him to college easily, so Frank worked. He swept restaurant floors at night. He washed dishes in the back of kitchens that smelled of garlic and steam. He delivered groceries. He shined shoes. He saved every penny, often handing his earnings to his mother to help with bills. Each night, exhausted, he opened his books. He studied by lamplight while the world slept. One evening, after a long shift, he found his father sitting in the table, a cup of tea steaming between his hands. "You work too hard, Frankie," his father said softly. Frank shrugged. "I want to be someone you are proud of." His father reached across the table and placed his rough hand over Frank's. "I'm already proud, but remember, pride does not feed the soul, purpose does." Those words struck him. Purpose. What was his purpose? He didn't know yet, but he felt the spark of it, faint, flickering, waiting. Years later, when he graduated from college, his parents cried as though witnessing a miracle. Their son, the fruit peddler's boy, had done what no one in their family had done before. But Frank was not finished. He had taught history. He had shaped young minds. He had honored his parent. Yet something deeper called to him, a quiet voice urging him forward. Justice, fairness, law. Not the harsh, cold law written in books, but the warm, human law written in the heart. The law his father lived by every day. The law of compassion. Frank Caprio did not simply choose to study law. Law chose him.